Oopsie whoopsies. I had the wrong audio source muted. I thought I was supposed to mute the headphones one and not the Elgato one. Here, can I replay that somehow? Hold up. Figure it out. Where are those still on Streamlabs? I don't even remember. I think they're still on Streamlabs. Here, let me try that again. Hey! Thank you so much, Cereal. Oh, well now I know I need to mute the Elgato audio. That's what it is. But the headphones audio audible. Gotcha. We're figuring things out still. We're figuring things out. Well, the ad break's over anyway, so hey! How you guys doing? Oh my goodness. You've been subscribed for 30 months! Oh my goodness! That's crazy. Thank you so much! I appreciate that. Oh. Time flies when you're having fun. Oh. I spent way too long trying to audio balance stuff again. We're gonna see if that works, if I end up liking it by the end of the stream. Or if you guys have a problem hearing me over the game music and stuff, let me know. We're doing different setup stuff because every single game I stream, I want to tweak the audio to sound different. Oh no, but if I mute that, it doesn't... Oh no. What do I do for that? It's double playing the audio now, though. Huh. But why are the alerts not playing through my speakers like they're supposed to? We may have a problem there I have to figure out. Because if I mute the Elgato audio, then I'm not going to be able to hear the game, and neither will you guys. But I have to mute the headphones because it's playing through my headphones again, and otherwise it'd be doubled up. But for some reason the alerts are playing through the headphones, even though they're supposed to be playing through my desktop speakers. So that's a problem to write down for later. Ooh. That's a problem to figure out for later. Oh, well, anyway, I guess for now, the alerts are going to be muted, because otherwise we're going to have doubled up game audio. Switch things, capture card things. The only alternative would be to have another different output device for my headphones, but then I wouldn't be able to hear myself talking to some extent, so. How you doing, game guy? You're on a 3-stream watch streak. Whoa! Ain't that cool? I don't 100% entirely know what that means. I think it means when I have been live, you've caught the last 3 streams in a row? And I think you have to have been here for at least like 5 minutes or something for it to count. Something, I don't know. This watch streak thing was when I was on hiatus. I don't know what it means. Or when I was on more hiatus, not streaming for potentially months at a time. Hey Tyrion, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. We're getting ready to dive into, as you can see on the screen, Bayonetta Origins, Cereza, and the Lost Demon. Which for some reason, why does it look so washed out on that monitor? It looks good over here. Why does it look so washed out? It's supposed to, it looks good over here. Huh. That's weird. Maybe it's because my brightness is lower over here. I mean, that looks okay. Here, I might have to adjust that. I just turned it down. Maybe I didn't do enough testing. Yeah, it looks way more washed out over there. I think I gotta do this and then up my brightness. Let me try that. Looks better. It still looks kind of washed out looking. Is that just me? Or does it look a little blown out and white? Definitely gotta turn up my brightness because it might just be not bright enough over here. I do my brightness settings again. Oh, they're already at 90. Well, it's kind of a fault of this monitor. I don't know. I'm gonna pull it up on my phone so I can take a look at it over there. Maybe it's just something with the capture. I don't know. It seems fine on stream. Let me pull it up on my own stream, which is very hard to get to on Twitch Mobile. Let me take a look-see here. Yeah, comparatively, it looks like what I'm seeing over here, which is a lot brighter than it looks over here. But this monitor doesn't have the best brightness anyway, so I don't know. It's probably fine. Like, it looks like it should have a little bit more contrast, but it doesn't. And I don't know if that's a capture card issue or not. I know I can adjust that. It's gonna bother me. It's supposed to, it looks richer over here. You know what? We're gonna do another test real quick. Hold up. Pause everything. I'm gonna take the Switch out and see what it looks like undocked, so I know if it's a monitor issue or not. Let's see. It looks better here. I don't have the brightness up all the way. I don't remember how to adjust that. How do I adjust the brightness on the Switch? Is there like a quick button? Oh, there it is. Turn that up all the way. Yeah, it definitely looks like it has higher contrast here. So I think it might be an issue of the Elgato needs like a slight tweak. Oh, darn it. I didn't notice this with Katamari because the whole game was super bright. No, I can't take a picture of it to remind myself. It looks pretty accurate on that monitor to some extent. We're gonna have to adjust it. Yeah, it definitely, like, the Switch looks like in between this one and that one. Can I just open up the Elgato setting? Where is there? I can't believe I didn't notice this before. Oh, it's game capture. Elgato. Configure video. It's at 128. What if I set it? That's definitely not right. Not changing it in the way I'm looking for. I think it's just like desaturated. No, I think that's a little much. Oh. I'm like afraid to touch it and mess with it, and then it looks weird later. I feel like it is like a little bit desaturated for what it should have been. So I know that the other Elgato I had an issue when it came to like using full color. So this one shouldn't have. It looks washed out. And I don't know how to fix it. I thought that'd be like contrast, or maybe it is just saturation. The saturation's supposed to be a little bit. When I adjust it this way, it doesn't do anything. It's hard to tell because I don't have like a good basis because every screen's different. I think that's a little bit better. versus what it was before. Like, I still look at it and it just looks off. Maybe it's just the brightness, actually. Let me reset that. The brightness is just too high. Yeah, I think that's what it is. The brightness is just up a little bit high on the Elgato. Because it's like looking like this tier kind of washed out to me. To like a, you know, not as crazy in an extent. I think it's just a little much. Just a tiny little bit too much. That's what it was. That's probably a little closer to what it should be. Right about there, I think. That's like a good in between. I just turned it down by like 4 points and whatever that is in the Elgato properties. There we go. That seems a little better to me. Yeah, like it may not be perfect, but it's what we've got. I don't have time to try to adjust it and plug it into this monitor and then like take a photo of OBS and then compare. I don't got time for that. All right. It's still gonna look different from what I'm looking at just because of the limitations of this monitor, but it looks a little better. Hola! Hey, Crazy. How you doing? The whole point of me doing things off stream, taking an hour to set up, was to catch anything like this. I do think now, though, I need to go back and bump that up again for my own sake. Something funny I did see in the settings for this game is the difficulty options somewhere in here. Here we go. We can't change them in-game, or from the title screen for some odd reason. So I'll just have to show it off later if I remember. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump in. If you guys are not aware what this game is, if you're familiar with the Bayonetta series over there, this is a prequel to all of them. If you played the first Bayonetta, you'll recognize, you know, some aspects like who Cereza is, which is Cereza's Bayonetta, just to be clear. This is an origin story, and it is, from my understanding, a central mechanic for how like the puzzles work in this was something they introduced in Bayonetta 3. And then they decided to spin that off, like those puzzle sections, into its own spin-off game. So that's where we are. If you're not familiar with any Bayonetta stuff, you should be able to follow along decently enough. But just know it's about witches, and they have magical hair, and they deal with demons. And we're gonna get some basic origin story stuff here now.
Long ago, there existed 2 clans, the Lumen Sages of Light and the Umbra Witches of Darkness. Together they controlled a mysterious power. The clans put in place strict laws to ensure that strife would never consume them. But a pair of star-crossed lovers broke this rule, and a child was born, with the blood of both sage and witch. It was a beautiful baby girl. As punishment for their forbidden love, the pair were torn asunder. The girl's sage father was exiled to a far land, and her mother locked away in a solitary jail. The witch clan took in the young girl, but she grew up shunned as a pariah, cursed by the circumstance of her birth. Her one comfort was the night she snuck into the village jail to visit her mother's cell. Her mother passed each grueling day barely able to so much as move in her cold cell. But when her daughter came to visit, the witch always showed her a loving smile. But even this small happiness eventually came to an end. On the night of the girl's 10th birthday, Her mother was to be moved to a deeper cell, where even the faintest memory of daylight could not reach her. In desperation, the girl tried a daring rescue, but with only a child's strength, the attempt was in vain. More alone than ever before, the young girl clung to all she had left. A stuffed cat named Cheshire, which her mother had made for her long ago. Many moons have since passed. Turning her back on the village, the girl was taken in by an exiled witch who lived on the outskirts of town. Under her strict guidance, the girl continued to train in the ways of the dark arts. She was determined to be a powerful witch and one day save her mother. Her name was Cereza.
So, unfortunately, just because of the circumstances of this being an origin story,
I've got to hurry.
This does spoil some elements of the plot of the original Bayonetta.
Something's there. This place.
A sullied child. Why don't you just leave?
Stay away. She can't be trusted.
Why would you say that?
You don't belong here. She'll bring misfortune on us all.
Leave me alone! Mommy! Hey! What do you think you're doing? Cereza, you're almost out of time. This is your last chance. If you don't hurry, you may never see your mother again.
It's Jean.
John,
Or John.
I can't.
I knew it was one or the other. I couldn't remember.
Ugh, you big baby. Come on, I'll lead the way.
I like everything about the art style in this game, except for how gigantic and kind of creepy the eyes are. It has this like weird big eye doll style that I don't particularly like. Everything else is really pretty though.
Stop dallying!
So we have played through this before. This was all part of the demo, but we played that years ago, back in like 2023. She's doing her little ballerina witch time.
Use this! Wow, Sean, you're amazing!
I guess it's not witch time, but
Cereza!
you don't think you ever finished the demo? The demo was the first, I think, 3 chapters of the game.
Hurry up, Cereza, we don't have all night. Sean, wait! I can't run that fast! almost there. Hurry up!
What do you think you're doing?
Oh no, they're onto us. Leave the guards to me. You hurry on ahead. Wait! John! I can't do this alone! Just a little longer. Hold on, Mummy. Mummy?
Oh, oopsies.
What is this? Don't come any closer! Ah! No! Ah! Ah! Oh. Who are you? Power?
I don't remember this from the demo.
I'll go! I promise! That dream again. But the ending.
It was a dream Cereza knew by heart, but this time something had changed. Cereza decided to consult her friend Cheshire.
A strange boy appeared and told me something incredible. He said if I went to Avalon Forest, he'd give me a fantastic power. If we had that, rescuing Mummy would be a piece of cake. The Forbidden Forest.
The oft-repeated warning from Cereza's teacher rung in her ears. Avalon Forest is home to fairies, creatures who love to whisk away children. Stay away.
Cereza! Where are you, my dear?
Cereza's teacher Morgana was standing by the door, her frown discernible even from a distance.
Chapter 1, Trial of the Full Moon. Saving. Check lanterns along your journey using L to save your progress. The game will be saved automatically at different moments in the story. Watch for this icon at the bottom right of the screen. Alright, let's go ahead and save. Alright, and autosave has its own slot. So as you can see here, or sorry, first 2 chapters of the game, I believe, was in the demo. Either that or I stopped. I don't remember. Because I was like, oh, I'm going to play this. There you go. 3/20/2023 is when we last played this on stream with the demo. Which is crazy. I thought it was like last year. This will just be testing stuff. We're going to go ahead and overwrite it. Alright. Did find it strange that it said completion 10% when we were only like the 2nd chapter. I'm curious if the game is really not that long. I felt like it was going to be at least like a 15 or so hour game though, so. And we're already 3% of the way there, which feels kind of crazy. Oh. These heavy lamps are so hard to clean. Oh my, they've gotten dirty again. Pew, birds. So pretty. She's got a house also made of hair, question mark. Wow, such a lovely view. I could just stay here forever, but no time for that. Now let me know if the music or anything is too loud. I really tried my hardest to adjust things off stream, so anything's possible to be potentially off. Trying to work out audio balance for all future games.
Chores neglected, and I find my apprentice enjoying her beauty sleep.
I'm sorry. I just closed my eyes for a second.
Cereza began making an excuse, but Morgana's scowl stopped her in her tracks.
Yes, ma'am. I'll get to them right away.
But despite her best intentions, Cereza's gaze drifted back towards Avalon Forest. This did not go unnoticed by Morgana.
Oh. If I've told you once, Cereza, you must never enter that forest. With your current abilities, you would soon become a snack for one of the fairies who live there.
Yes, Morgana. I know.
Well then, stop your dreaming and finish those chores before moonrise, young lady.
All right. Water from the well. Coming right up.
A simple yes will suffice, Cereza. Off you go.
Quit telling the player what to do, Cereza.
Despite her strict exterior, Cereza had grown attached to her teacher. Morgana had also been cast out of the village. She understood Cereza's pain, and her stern treatment came from a place of love.
I do like the character designs a lot. We saw Jean with like her little ballerina tutu, and Cereza's kind of got that going on, but it's more witchy. Just in
Cereza
general.
often reminded herself that these chores were all part of her training. Eager to please her master, she hurried off towards the well.
She's got the big old glasses. Morgana looks kind of funky because she's got this like double, or I guess quadruple ram horn thing going on, which I assume. I think what it's supposed to be is they're not actually horns. They're like, I forget what you call them. Like, they're like cloth, like hair, like kind of like a bun, but you have like the cloth over it. Except this is in the shape of like a horn, and her hair is that kind of celestial pattern in there, so it's containing her hair and it's filling it out. And then it's also got a butterfly on the front, just like a lot of other things seem to have that butterfly pattern on them. Because I can't remember if that's like a specific Bayonetta symbology or something for the witches or butterflies. I know that in Bayonetta 1, like your extra jump ability was that you had like a butterfly glide kind of jump thing, and in her shadows on the ground it would have like the butterfly wings, but I don't know what specifically, like if there's like some just general connection to witches and butterflies in this universe. Also, I think the swirly pattern that kind of just flows on them, I think that's supposed to signify that all of their outfits are also made of their hair, like in the other Bayonetta games. I'm not letting Maleficent outdo me. This jug is positively ancient. A new lighter one would be nice. It's also cracked too. Anything else we can find while we're exploring? Aw, look at the little gargoyle. This gate leads to town. Not that I particularly want to go. She also does actually have like a witch broom, which is kind of neat. I'm sure we'll go up there later. Oh. Oh, what a cute little fishy. I hope you grow up big and strong.
What's this?
Wonder if Morgana chose these lamps. Funny, I think we may have similar taste. Cereza can check out a variety of things. Oh, we've already been doing that. Is that a hint that we're going to have these kinds of puzzles later where we pull a lever or a pulley or whatever you would call that? Basically a lever.
Fetching a pail of water. It may seem like a simple chore, but it requires a fine sense of control, making it perfect for Umbran training.
Always like piano success jingles.
After laying eyes on the full bucket, Morgana gave a small nod of approval.
Good. Now collect the herbs from the garden.
She said herbs with an H.
Oh.
At the thought of herbs, Cereza could not help but make a face.
It's just so fun hearing like the different, like obviously this is a lot of British English in this game.
This is one job she wished could be forever stricken from her regimen.
Which is kind of funny given you think that Bayonetta always had like a British English accent, but all the other characters in Bayonetta 1 are just Americans because it takes place, I think, in America.
Do we have a problem?
No, ma'am.
Trying not to think about the task awaiting her, Cereza headed towards the herb garden. The herbs in Morgana's garden were not your common basil or thyme. She grew infernal plants with an absolutely foul stench. They typically burrowed to avoid sunlight, but a little bit of magic made them pop right up.
Witch Pulse is a fundamental Umbran art that utilizes dance to imbue its target with magical energy. Cereza can use her Witch Pulse to grow infernal plants. Hold ZL and tilt L in the right direction with the correct timing. Oh, before we continue, I was going to show, gameplay's happening. the game help settings. So the game does not get any harder than what it is. It only gets easier. So for damage taken, for example, you can have it on normal difficulty, less damage, or no damage. And the same for other things. You can always have all your magic or just normal. You can make it tap to do combos or hold release, which is the default. Enemy strength is normal, weak, or they're absolute pushovers. And you can have automatic witch pulse, so you don't even have to do anything, I guess. You probably just like press the button and then just all the, you know, rhythm stuff happens automatically. And you can turn on and off the guiding lights. So a lot of stuff to make it as accessible as possible.
Dinner time! One helping of magic coming right up.
So what we're doing is when that little wheel ticks around that way, we just press the control stick in the direction of where the moon is once it gets there.
Hurry
Little
on
rhythm.
out.
So in this case, we just press it once the little orb, we just press in that direction.
Good!
There you go. And if you find it too difficult, you can make it automatic. I like the manual. I don't mind it.
Just a bit more. There we go!
Thornbind. Hold ZL to summon infernal thorns that can bind enemies. Doing so will cost 1 spell cooldown gauge.
No one told me they could do this! I've got to catch it quick!
Look at the little guy go! Oh. So we just hold it on him.
Yes! I did it!
Cereza was pleasantly surprised. She usually managed to make a mess with even this rudimentary magic.
I can't wait to see the look on Morgana's face.
Cereza hummed a happy tune while picking the herbs. As she bent down, she noticed a pretty flower growing amongst the weeds.
Oh, those flowers would really bring out the colour in Morgana's eyes.
Alright.
Ugh, I wouldn't mind if it weren't for the smell.
Little shortcut back. I really like the music. The witchy vibes.
Cereza proudly gave the basket to Morgana. It was full to bursting.
How about that, Morgana? Quite the harvest, wouldn't you say? I also picked these violets. They're for you. I thought you might like them.
Atop the herbs lay a small wreath. Morgana glanced down at it. Her expression unchanged, she spoke to Cereza in her usual tone.
Do not expect praise for this sort of perfunctory performance. Oh, and Cereza, your hair today seems to have lost its sheen. Do not tell me that in addition to your outdoor tasks, you're also neglecting your hair.
No, ma'am. It's next on my list.
Remember, Cereza, hair is the most versatile tool of an Umbra Witch. It can be shaped into our armor, weapons, and even used as a medium for summoning infernal demons. As blood flows through veins, magic flows through a witch's hair. Care for it as you would your most precious tool, and defend it as you would your very heart.
Understood. I'll make sure to finish up before training starts tonight.
Good. Now get back to your chores. The shadows grew long. The moon will soon rise.
With this, Morgana turned and walked back towards the house.
Yes, ma'am.
At times, Morgana's cold treatment got Cereza down. But she knew that Morgana cared for her and only wanted what was best for her.
He's wearing it as a bracelet.
Making a quick recovery, Cereza resolved to finish her remaining chores in record time.
Tough love. That night,
Almost time for today's training. I'd better hurry, or I'm in for another lecture.
shoulders and neck are hurting me all day. Ooh, shiny. Oh, it's much too late to be heading into town now. Just checking something. Oop. I guess this combined chat doesn't support the watch streak pop-ups, unfortunately. It does do everything else so far, though. We'll go ahead and save, because why not?
Phew.
Forgot to clean this, but Morgana shouldn't notice when it's this dark. Morgana's house seems scarier at night. Anything else we can look out? It's so dark. I'll be in trouble if I stumble. I better stay away from the pond. I could watch the flames of these flicker at night forever. I feel like everything that was interactable now has an extra little bit. As we'll look around. It's too dark to read now. Oh, I missed that book earlier. Oh well.
Phew.
No more mandragora, right? Got to keep an eye out. They grow back so quickly. That bucket have a new interaction over here? Or the urn? Yeah, of course it does. Fetch a bucket of water and carry it to Morgana. Is this really witch training?
With the household chores complete, it was time for Cereza's daily training in the dark arts. Today, she was finally going to get a chance to attempt a spell she had been practicing for weeks, summoning an infernal demon.
For today's training, I will give you a little help.
Before even learning what it did, Cereza was captivated by the intricate brace.
This is a tool for those who have yet to master the flow of magic.
Got a butterfly on it. I like how you can see that she's wearing the violets as well.
Furthermore, we train under the full moon of the bisextile night, when the dark energy we Umbra harness is at its zenith. Are you listening, young lady? You seem determined today. Perhaps I should let you nap more often.
Yes, ma'am.
Cereza's spirits were high. She was determined to succeed.
Bataiva Tozu!
Step by step, Cereza flawlessly performed the summoning dance. Until...
It was just a little guy. Hey, Chrome.
This
How
looked
you
like
doing?
trouble. Unless bound by hair, there would be no way to control the demon. The demon turned to ash mere inches from Cereza. Without a proper medium, demons will soon die in our world.
We are finished for today.
Let me try again. Please.
Morgana turned and walked away, ignoring her pupil's desperate plea.
What kind of witch fears her own summoned familiar? I was foolish to think you were ready for this training.
Morgana told Cereza to put away the magic brace before heading back to the house. Long after Morgana was gone, Cereza sat moping in the garden. Out of habit, she shared her troubles with Cheshire.
Forget returning to the village and saving Mummy. At this rate, I'll never even become a witch.
All of a sudden, the words from the boy in her dream echoed in her ears.
Cereza, give you the power to save Mother. Avalon Forest, the White Wolf guide you.
I have the feeling that they're not talking about her mother.
Avalon Forest.
And you know, fairies. Very tricksy.
Cereza's eyes wandered back to the forest. Morgana's repeated warnings left little room for ambiguity. And yet...
Morgana is always dangerous this and stay away that. How could a dank old forest be that scary a place anyway?
Adults do often exaggerate to keep kids in their place. This thought got Cereza's blood boiling. Grievances started bubbling up.
Nothing I do is ever good enough for her. Did you see those herbs? Flawless!
As she blew off steam to Cheshire, she noticed Morgana's brace shining in the moonlight.
What are you saying, Cheshire? Take the brace and sneak into the forest? Morgana would give us a right smack on the bottom.
Although, with the moon shining brightly, it was the ideal chance for a little surreptitious forest excursion.
I mean, if I just had another chance to get the hang of it, I could have gotten that demon totally under wraps.
With a demon by her side, eviscerating a fairy or two would be child's play.
That's it! I'm going to that forest! And when I come back with that fantastic power, Morgana will take back everything she said about me not being ready. Let's go, Cheshire. Next stop, Avalon!
I really like the music. Maybe I can say a little wish to this candle. Please may Avalon make my dreams come true.
Cereza shivered at the thought of what lay ahead, but curiosity got the better of her.
I really like how there wasn't like a loading screen to walk into the forest. Felt very seamless.
Let's go, Cheshire.
And so Cereza threw caution and her teacher's warnings to the wind and set out towards Avalon Forest. Little did she know that what lay waiting in those dark woods would change her fate forever.
It's the thing! I love title cards. Chapter 2, Into the Unknown.
Massive trees blocked almost all light from the moon. An eerie silence enveloped Cereza. She cautiously ventured onwards.
I mean, cautious. Sorry, cautious. Oh, good little owls.
Don't surprise me like that!
Ooh, gems. We can't get those though, can we? Oh no, we can. Onyx roses. The petal from a black rose that blooms in Inferno, which is the demon realm. The faint magical energy it possesses makes a favorite garden choice of fairies as well. Was there anything down the other path? No, I think that's just if you like fall, I guess. Oh, a plant ladder.
Huh?
This is so high up. Just imagine if I fell. Oh.
Don't look down. Come on, Cereza. One foot in front of the other.
Spooky
A
owls.
plant from Inferno. I wonder how it will respond to my magic.
More on Witch Pulse. These infernal plants are bigger than Morgana's herbs. They'll require more magic from Witch Pulse to reach their full size. Keep holding ZL until the Witch Pulse has succeeded multiple times. Make sure not to let go midway. Right. Oh, okay.
My magic feels more powerful than before. Could it be the brace?
Some of them we have to do in an order. Gotcha. Ooh, Avalon drops. Magical energy crystallized by Avalon. One bite sends a rush of rich sweetness from head to toe, and instantly enrapturing anyone. I don't think we should be collecting those series of. Okay. What's over here? Ooh. lead to anything, or is it just loop back around? Loops back around, I think. Oh! Eee. Extra biddies. Does not sound like good sounds ahead. Oh! Poor bunny. At least they didn't die, though. Cereza's vitality. The petals on the bottom left of the screen are Cereza's vitality. They will decrease when Cereza is attacked by the enemy. If Cereza's vitality runs out, her story will come to an end, meaning she dies. Keep a close eye on her remaining vitality at all times. Okay. We can bind him and get around. I want to progress. Is this progression? No, I don't want to go that way. That seems like progression to me. Oh, okay. Got a little too close. I should have noticed that there's a marking on the ground so you know how close you can get. Can I go behind him? It doesn't look like there's anything back here. Oh, it's a little hard to do from this angle. There we go. It does look like you're able to hit him after, though. He has like a little weak point right there. But we don't have any actual attacks yet.
Looking into the dark underbrush, Cereza could not shake the feeling that someone was looking back. As the wind rustled the leaves, it sounded just like a rasping voice whispered in her ear.
I can't turn back now. I'm going to become a witch. And save Mummy.
Ooh. Sounds kind of like fairies to me. I do appreciate the timing on a lot of these little scripted dialogues. It's never to the point where you feel like you need to stand still to let the dialogue play out, otherwise you're going to miss it. It's nicely timed to the speed that you can actually traverse the environment. Uh-oh. Sounded like she fell off of a very tall cliff. She's just fine a second later. Ooh! There's hidden ones in the bushes! I gotta touch every bush now, don't I? Or is it only the marked ones? I think it's only the marked ones. They had the flowers on them.
What was that?
Like these.
Must have been a rabbit or something. Right, Cheshire?
He must have a little trouble finding us. Owls. I wonder if these are finite collectibles or if you can like get them pretty easily later too.
Is someone out there?
Cereza could not shake the feeling she was being watched.
Is someone there? Show yourself!
And then, as if to answer her call,
Uh-oh. Not as cool as the book reveals and in the other ones, but I guess you're already in a book. Denizen of the Wood, AOC. I don't know.
these were fairies, nefarious creatures who ensnare the souls of humans who venture into the woods to feed on their vitality. This time there was nowhere to run. Cereza was backed into a corner.
Please, please work this time.
Fingers crossed, Cereza prepared to use the summoning spell she learnt from Morgana.
Batai Vatorzu!
Even after the summoning circle had faded away, no one had answered her call.
Why? I did everything right.
The fairies resumed their sinister mission. All at once, they jumped at Cereza, weapons poised to strike.
Yeah, she didn't dance.
She shut her eyes tight and prepared for the worst. A moment passed, and then another, but she felt not so much as a pinprick.
What? Who are you?
Chomp! That beast, as dark as a moonless night, had it all been a dream?
You don't think... Could that have been...
But before Cereza could finish her question,
Cheshire?
from its gaping maw, extending ear to ear, fell a drop of thick slobber.
Wait, did I manage to summon a demon that has now possessed Cheshire?
As if in reply, the beast growled and bared its blood-red fangs. Just as Cereza feared, a demon had indeed possessed her beloved stuffed cat. The creature had desperately sought a medium in order to survive in our world. In lieu of hair, it settled for one made of felt. Looking around, the demon's eyes found Cereza. It let out a low growl. After her initial terror, Cereza realized that she was able to understand what the demon was saying.
You want me to return you to Inferno? Now, how would one go about doing that?
Cereza had her hands full calling a demon to this world. She hadn't even begun to study the spell to send them back. Cereza once again heard the demon's words, this time even more clearly. Send me back! Send me back! The demon's rage increased by the second, but there was nothing Cereza could do. Out of patience, he pounced. Claws like daggers descended on Cereza.
Ah! Oh!
But what if we hear? The demon had stopped cold. As if bound by an invisible force, no matter how he struggled, he was unable to touch Cereza.
Calm down. You're going to burst a seam. Don't worry, I'll send you home. Once I figure out how. I'm on my way to get a fantastic power. With that, sending you back should be a piece of cake.
Giving up his attack, the demon turned his attention elsewhere. Intrigued but a little scared, Cereza decided to follow a bit behind.
Ooh, I can control Cheshire now. We control him with the right stick.
The demon ran through the forest, searching for a way home.
We can smash those two. Did I get any of those earlier? No, okay. Battle basics. The demon's sharp claws and fangs make short work of fairies. Scratch with ZR and show your infernal might.
I'm in no mood for pests. Get ready for a fistful of claw. The demon leapt towards the fairies.
Pretty simple.
The The demon slashed with his razor-sharp claws. But something felt off. His power seemed to escape him, slowly but surely.
What's wrong?
The demon bared his fangs. He was clearly suffering.
Are you sick? Or hungry, perhaps?
As Cereza approached, the demon felt the strength return to his body. In an instant, he felt right as rain. His body was linked to Cereza by powerful magic. Moving away from her robbed it of its energy.
What's that? I need to stay close to you? I've never heard of a spell like this before.
How do you plan on getting me back to Inferno? The demon demanded.
We first need to find a white wolf. He'll show us the way.
Leave it to me, I'll find him, said the demon as he clambered to his feet.
Hello, Marvel Master. How you doing?
I'm Cereza. What's your name?
I have no name, replied the demon curtly.
You don't have a name? That must be terribly inconvenient. Though I must admit, I haven't the faintest idea about demonic manners. May I call you Cheshire? That's the name of the stuffed cat you decided to borrow after all. Well, I need to call you something. If you're going to make a fuss about it, why don't you just find a new body? Fine! I'll just call you whatever I please.
And so these strange companions set off in search of the White Wolf. What mysteries await in Avalon Forest?
Moving the two. Cereza and Cheshire can move about separately. Move Cereza with left stick and Cheshire with right. They cannot be far apart for an extended period of time. Watch the distance between them. I'm just going to play into some puzzles. We have to make sure they have like a linking point. Doing really good. Excited to see someone actually play this game. It's been on my list for a while. I'm not the biggest into, and also not very good, like the actual Bayonetta games. I played Bayonetta 1. But eventually I would like to try 2 and probably 3 at some point. But this one's definitely much more up my alley. I like dark fantasy, fairy, kind of witchy things. Gotta go have fun with the Bayonetta adjacent game. Have a good one, Tyrion. I'm actually gonna take a short break here, because I do need to use the restroom. So, we're gonna hit the pause button there, and we're gonna be back in just a little bit. A lot less experience in Bayonetta than you. You've only played this game. The only problem with this game, because it is like a prequel situation, is it does inadvertently spoil a little bit of the plot of Bayonetta 1. But it's not anything major or crazy, honestly. But anyway, we're gonna take a little break. I guess it's not the most exciting off-screen here. Maybe I'm just got good music though. We'll leave it on this screen. I am gonna run some ads just to reduce the pop-in ads for people who just join up the stream later. Don't gotta watch them if you don't want to. That's literally the only reason I run them, because I barely make pennies off of them anyway, so. There you go. We'll be back in just a little bit. Stand up, stretch, grab a drink, grab a snack. Do what you need to do to keep enjoying the stream. We'll be going for probably a couple hours longer, at the very least. Alrighty. Let's see, what was was it this? There we go. Welcome back, everybody. Really needed that break, though I do need to sip some more water. I feel like I shouldn't be using... I got some new coasters recently, and they look really cool and vampire-y. Got this, they're resin, they got like the gold flecks, and like the bloody kind of pattern. They're all like slightly different, which I think is cool. It also has a scratch on the back, but you can hardly see that. The only issue is because they're resin, if I set my glass down, it makes up a hard clack sound versus the cork, and one of them is some kind of... I don't know what it is. It's not cross stitch, but it's like yarn woven through like a plastic grid pattern turned into a coaster. So I feel like I can use these. I just probably shouldn't be using them for at least my drinks during my stream because it does make a clack sound. Anyway, I think we're almost at the point where we left off in the demo a couple of years ago when we played that. I think we got a little bit into the dual play. Ooh, it's like a hand. That's cool.
The demon seemed to have calmed down. Remembering that he could not touch her, Cereza breathed a sigh of relief.
He goes to sleep. Ooh.
The pungent scent tickled Cereza's nose. It was rosemary, often used to ward off evil spirits. As soon as the scent reached Cheshire, he pulled away, face scrunched up in disgust. It looked like demons could not stand being anywhere near the flower.
Being a demon, Cheshire can't stand rosemary. Whenever it pops up, Cheshire will need to take a different path. Before we do that, I got some extra bits of collecties over here. He's gonna have to go this way. So they can be this far apart. Just not otherwise too far. Anything else I'm missing? I don't think so. Here we go. Kind of reminds me of like Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons in some ways, because the dual characters on a controller.
This was quite a pickle, but Cereza knew how to get by without a scratch.
You like that better than if they made a side game that can't really introduce anyone to the franchise because it's so reliant on you knowing the lore. This game feels complete and never felt like you needed to know what went on in the main games. Yeah, that's how I prefer a spin-off game, with some exceptions, because like I think Yakuza or Like a Dragon, both of which apply as names to games in the franchise even now, is one of the weird examples of oh boy, I can't jump into the franchise because there's like 8 games or so now. But they also have like a jumping on point where they switch protagonists with Yakuza Like a Dragon. But they also made it to where they kept reintroducing cameos of the previous characters, or otherwise I think including them in plot points and referencing things that happened in the other games. So really, it's not like the best jumping on point because you're still missing context for these other characters. And then they have the spin-off games that focus more on those characters. Like the Majima one, the Yakuza pirate one, which I want to play someday. But I can't play that one because I gotta play like 4 other games to understand all of Majima's story for whatever games he's in before I play the pirate one, which probably takes place after the... It's too much. Like, it's great for people who already have played the other ones. But it's also gonna take anybody else years to get to the point where they can play that game. Even if technically they don't need to know, it makes you want to know. Because there's going to be things you just know you're going to be missing context for, like, to some extent. Returning characters or whatever. To a Yakuza, yeah.
Cheshire, I've got it tied down. Finish it!
Yeah, take that gooey piranha plant. I heard pirate game and tons of games to play. Yep, that's that's Yakuza in a nutshell.
Hey!
What a big spider's nest! It seems like the owner isn't home. Yeah, for now. You love this game way too much. It's actually your top 5 favorite games ever. This might be the game that you have the most playthroughs of, to come to think of it. Oh, that's really cool.
I'll go first to make a path. You wait here.
I like how he has different back feet as well. It's cute. Also the little witchy moons on them kind of makes me think of like Okami a little bit. You played 0 through 3, but you stalled on 4. You're binging them, though. This game completely bombed. You've never seen people play it. That doesn't necessarily mean it bombed, but... I didn't activate that flower over there, did I? Oh, darn it. She's within the strike zone.
Stop! Cheshire!
All at once, Cheshire's body shrunk to its original cuddly form.
Cheshire!
Cereza ran to pick up Cheshire and held him tightly to her chest. In her arms, Cheshire felt his strength returning. Release me at once! Even in this form, the demon did not seem happy about being cuddled.
Just hold still, will you? While you're small, you can't walk on your own, right? I'll carry you until you can transform again. Not having a massive demon breathing down my neck will make it easier for me to calm down too.
While far from pleased about being treated like a stuffed animal, the demon had no choice but to swallow his pride.
You haven't found any sales numbers outside the first week, and that usually means there's nothing good to report. That is fair. I think it's just one of the problems of releasing a spin-off game in a franchise, and the spin-off game is a completely different genre and aimed at a completely different audience than the rest of the games on the franchise. Even though it was based off of, from my understanding, like a puzzle, like this kind of gameplay is similar to something they had in Bayonetta 3, and they spun it off into its own game. But it is one of those things where people playing that game may have been, you know, either they liked it or they wish they could just get more of the normal gameplay versus having puzzle stuff in between. That and, you know, aiming games at, you know, more younger audiences like this one is, it's one of those things where it's a shot in the dark as to whether or not people will grab onto it. Or if they already are thinking, oh, I know Bayonetta, they're very mature games, I can't get this for my kid. You know, they'd have to be in the know. But still, it's very pretty, and I hope it's one of those things that becomes like a hidden gem sort of thing. You see a lot of people who play it, but it's not like, they play it after the fact, after they hear about it, and you just never hear it until you know, see like a forum post or whatever on Reddit, and they're like, oh my god, this is my favorite game. And other people are like, oh, it's my favorite too. And you're like, people play this game? Still? Crazy. Their eyes remind you of Danganronpa, but yeah, a little bit. It's that big doll eye kind of thing. When in his stuffed animal form, Cereza can hold Cheshire and move with him. When moving about together, you can move Cereza with L and extend Cheshire far. Oh my god. I don't remember this bit. I don't think I played this far. Oh, he's like a little extendo claw. Oh my god. We swinging.
Huh.
Oh.
Even with you in there, Cheshire still weighs the same as before.
He's a little noodle. You can switch between moving together and apart at any time. Both have their uses, so don't forget either. Unleashed mode is where you move separately. Press R while holding Cheshire to have him jump out. Hug mode is where you move together. You press L. Cute. Doop. A wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. It saddened me we never get a sequel because your top 10 feels cursed. It's always games you never get a sequel to. You love it to death and you don't need a sequel, but it's just so defeating to know it probably will never come out. I would also keep in mind that it was probably unlikely that this game would get a sequel anyway. Especially considering some of the things that have happened at Platinum Games since the drama with Bayonetta 3 for one. Which also could have been a reason why this game didn't sell well, is there was all this drama going around about whether or not the voice actors were getting proper payment for their roles and all this stuff, and whether or not the actress was just kind of making up stuff to try to get more money. And I think a lot of that drama contributed to 3 not selling as well, and also anything related to Bayonetta as well. They were talking about doing a sequel. Ah, well, there you go. I guess all you could say is just be glad that you get what you get. Because you just never know whenever games that you really like are going to succeed or not. Okay, we're going to need Unleash mode to get up there. You need to swipe that? No. Oh. Oh, we can jump with them. Woo. I can say, you know, being a puzzle game, it's more likely that a sequel would have been very similar to this. But having more of something isn't always a good thing either. Like, for example, one of my favorite Final Fantasies is Final Fantasy 13. I hate the sequels to that game. I don't like the changes to the story. Just the gameplay is probably better in some ways, but I don't like it, and I kind of wish that they didn't exist. But you know, they got made because the first game did so well, and even if people act like they hated it. Oh, Rosemary.
More Rosemary. Cheshire, I'll toss you up there. See if there's a way forward.
Eat that cat. In hug mode, Cheshire can be tossed to certain high places with L. Search high and low to find a new way forward.
Cheshire, over here!
Yeah, being a puzzle game, it probably would have been probably a lot higher odds for it to turn out, you know. Very decent. Okay, when when far away or blocked by Rosemary, there are times where Cheshire can't return to hug mode. When this happens, look for another way to reunite them. Okay. I gotta toss him up there. Yeet. There we go. Not right. Sorry, I was pressing the trigger. Nope. Oh, that's right. I have to hold it in the radius. Right. How do I? Oh, I have to aim it just by from where I'm at. Okay, gotcha. It's weird not being able to like aim things with like the other stick. A magic butterfly. Pick up one to recover the spell cooldown gauge, allowing Cereza to cast Umbran Arts again more quickly. Okay, I don't have to hold that. There we go. Not too bad. Hey! That sounds like an end of level to me. Maybe not, because you can see a plant back there, but end of combat.
A chest? Did the fairies make this? I wonder what's inside.
Always open strange chests in the middle of nowhere.
Yes!
Healing tonic. Umbran medicine in a bottle shaped like a petal. Use it to slightly restore Cereza's vitality. You can now concoct more on your own. Have a menu for that, I assume? Oh no, we have it up. Okay. There's stuff up there, but I can't get up there. Don't think I can get up there even in hug mode. No, because it's not like a designated ledge. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. I bet a speedrun of this game will look pretty cool of how many things are being like multitasked. Oh, sorry, Cheshire. I wasn't paying attention. Little baby. You think there would be a strong possibility that the sequel would suck or not be as enjoyable, especially since it just feels perfect and standalone to begin with, but it's always what if, yeah. You just never know. But there, I don't think there's anything over here, but I will look anyway. Oh, there was something over here. Hold up, come back. I missed a little. There's one over there too. Oh. Oh, sorry.
Come here!
I can't easily do like a multi-chain of jumps though. Oh, are we wheeling?
Hey! Give me a break!
Oh my god. Ah! Wiggle! Goofy. I like it.
That was not fun.
Lies. Bunnies. Ooh.
What have we here?
There were signs that a witch had set up camp here.
Perhaps I'm not the first witch to enter this forest. Oh well, it means we've got a place to rest. Look what we have here!
It's a weed seed from Viva Pinata. Well, it's a baked gecko. A compound sealed in crystal. Interestingly, it can have various effects on the user depending on how it was baked. So they baked the gecko and then they put it in the crystal? Or did they put it in there and then they baked it? These are important questions we need to know. Horn of the unicorn. A compound sealed in crystal. Not straight off a poor unicorn. Maybe it may be used for ornamental purposes depending on their length and sparkle. And a mandragora root. A compound sealed in crystal. Breaks out into a screaming fit over every little thing. Best to put it deep in your rucksack. Little turnip boy. That's mandragora. Sanctuaries. Large red arches are sanctuaries that can be unlocked just by approaching. Be sure to unlock one whenever you pass by. I think that's like our respawn point kind of
I'm
thing.
exhausted.
Ooh. We can concoct as well. We can make stuff. So it's kind of like the Bayonetta games also have items, but they're lollipops that you can make. Okay. So those are all of our compounds we have. This is an item. Acquire one to learn how to concoct it. That's how alchemy works. Very witchy. I like it. I knew there'd be a mini game. After adding the compounds, mix everything together. Aww. Look at little Cheshire dancing too. Yay! Hey! Medicine in a petal-shaped bottle. Oh, we read that. That was cute. Use items you made by holding the buttons. Oh, we can't make anything else because we don't have anything else. Good, I'm just start saving on some other slots. It is kind of weird to me that they have that animation restart just in case it were to take longer. But this game was only on Switch, which I think is also probably why it didn't sell as well as, you know, because it wasn't on PC. But, you know, it's also targeted towards children, so Switch makes sense. So I guess on PC, the problem with that is they would have to advertise it as a controller-only game, or make it to where you control one of them with the mouse, I guess, or with the arrow keys and the other one WSA. That sounds complicated. You found this game from the demo. You had it like a week and got excited, and this is about it. Some people just want a game now, but you've always been a guy who loves to watch the directs and find something to look forward to. That's fair. I'm a pretty patient person in that I like finding out about stuff and making lists, but actually getting to it already takes me forever. Like I'll find out about a game that I want to play, like say Metaphor ReFantazio or something like that. Even if I were to buy it, I probably am not going to play it for like another 3 years, just because that's how long it takes me to actually get around to playing some of these games. I got so many games on the backlog, and then also the amount of time I have to play games has definitely decreased in recent years. Because I got a job and all that. But it just takes me a while, and I keep looking at it and go, maybe not right now. Let's just wait on it. Let's just wait. I'm already stacking up this year of a bunch of things I've been putting off forever, and there's just not enough room for all these RPGs. Like Cheshire's a graphicist, he's like, hurry up, we have to get me home. I just want to go back to hell. Why are we making potions? Gotta be something back here. A little bit of a view. You don't have a ton to be excited for this year yet? Quiet year so far? You got... Oh! Okay, that was an accidental interaction. That was cute. No! Another one. Bunny? I don't know if I have to approach from the front. I don't know how that happened. It was cute though. Hold up, hold up. Okay, they're respawning. We have more chances. I want to pet more bunnies. Ah! Cute. Okay. You got 3 games on the list day 1, but that's about it. I'll be honest, I never buy anything on release. Part of it's because I'm a cheapskate, but also I know that I will not play them on release. And also I didn't have a job for the longest time, so I couldn't afford it. I did buy Expedition 33 right like after a month.
Look over there!
Just to make sure it actually was good, because it's one of those things where I heard that they were already like planning to use the script to make a movie and all this stuff, which is like crazy red flags. Oh boy, they're trying to make a multimedia franchise out of this one again. Oh boy. You know, most cases doesn't turn out well. Way too ambitious for its own good. They tried to make it a thing before it's even, the first part of it's even out. But I haven't gotten around to it yet. I'm planning to get around to it after this game, so that'd be almost a year since it came out. But I'm just a patient gamer like that. I got so many old things to play to mix in with the newer stuff, so I don't mind. Looking forward to the new Fire Emblem, but it's switched to exclusive, you think? Yeah, they're gonna start doing that. Moving everything over to the Switch too. Unless it was already in development for Switch 1 to some extent. They're doing that with the Pokemon Pokopia thing, which I'm not into the mainline Pokemon games anymore because I wish that they would just do more. It's one of those things where it's, I guess it's kind of like being into like a sports game series, and they really aren't that different, so you just kind of wait for like 5 of them to come out before you look at them again to see if they're different enough, because they've slowly accumulated more features over time and, you know, ironed out a lot of the problems or performance issues and things. But yeah, they're gonna slowly start moving over everything. Oh, and Pokopia seemed interesting because it was more Animal Crossing vibes, which, with like seemingly a lot more focus on a progression system, which seemed interesting to me. But I'm also not going to buy a Switch 2 for a very long time, so I'll be waiting on that one. Studio behind that game is like 30 people max, so it's an indie studio. Yeah. It made it more suspicious because it's an indie studio formed from people who worked at like Ubisoft France, whichever Ubisoft studio is based, or Ubisoft Paris, that's what it was. I was like, which one is it? It's Paris. They split off and formed their own thing, so that could mean anything based on how you see Ubisoft games are. Could have been good. Could have been awful, and just another like overhyped big budget thing, and then it turns out it's like a buggy sloppy mess kind of thing. You just never know. So I always wait till stuff comes out before, you know, to look at reviews and stuff too. And even then, if I'm interested enough, I will still buy it unless I see in the reviews, oh, this is a buggy mess kind of thing. I don't judge where people just go, oh, this game's good or bad, because I might like something that other people don't like. Yeah, had a decent few million investing too. Yeah, the lines between what's considered an indie are like actual, like, well, not actual, but there's a difference between companies that are just self-publishing in a way, and then what we used to think of like, oh, this is an indie game, right? Like, we're thinking of like, oh, Mark of the Ninja and, you know, Hollow Knight and all these games with like maybe at the most like 20 people, usually less, small people just working in their house or like an office they rented out or something like that, making a game and publishing it, and they don't have a lot of budget and it's a passion project kind of thing. But then you have a lot of games coming out that have millions of dollars of investment in them, but they're still self-published, so technically they're an independently made game. So it's, you know, like you could say that Baldur's Gate 3, it's technically an indie game, isn't it? Because Larian self-published it. Of course, it's a licensed IP that they, you know, had a dealing with that, but it's technically an indie game. You know, it's one of those things. Yeah, see, them being from Ubisoft isn't a bad thing. It just means they're refugees from the hell. Yeah, it's not a bad thing. It's just you kind of question, in a sense, like, are they going to take some of the same design philosophies from the typical Ubisoft games? Or, like, you know, how competent are they based on this awful development pipeline they've been forced to do and pumping out very similar games over time? Or are they going to branch out and try something completely different? Which is obviously what they did. And they're, you know, being from Ubisoft doesn't mean you're a bad developer either. It's just, you have to make things according to executive decisions, and a lot of executive decisions are making very similar games that are safe and designed to rake in like a 400% profit. You know? That's not an indie game, that's just the how are you doing, fellow kids me. Yeah. Ugh. Oh yeah, I know it's a management viewpoint. I meant less so like the microtransaction stuff and more like how you see a lot of reuse of similar things in every Ubisoft franchise, like having the towers you go to unlock areas on the map, and you know, different design things in that sort of front, like game design decisions, not the, you know, we're gonna put microtransactions everywhere to farm money, you know. Or suddenly every franchise of ours has a drone system now to like scout areas ahead. It's either a drone bird or it's a drone or something. A lot of similarities where they clearly made a mechanic in one franchise and then they just ported it over to another one to say that they did something new. Same reason people are or were in arms about the new Minecraft leak, because her CV spoke about how she was leading, introducing microtransactions to some movie games or something. Ah. It is one of the things to be cautious of, because there are definitely cases where companies have hired people because they're planning to do those sorts of things, and so they hire people who have experience doing those. So I can understand being cautious, but, you know, being like potentially attacking them personally or something like that is way too far. It's just one of those, like, this is owned by Microsoft. You know what Microsoft is doing nowadays. They're a gaming, the gaming division of Microsoft is struggling to stay afloat because they don't know how to manage their studios, for one. Because seemingly they've like undermanaged a lot of projects and allowed, you know, developers to work on games they either didn't really want to work on, or they just kind of trusted the studios to do their own thing, which in some cases hasn't really turned out. And then the whole Game Pass system has just kind of devalued all of their games. And now they're trying to raise the price after they've gotten people already used to it and have already bought consoles. And now who knows if there's even going to... There's probably going to be another Xbox console, but it's probably going to be targeted as being a Game Pass playbox sort of thing. Nuance on my internet? Hold on. Indie games are supposed to be made by the likes of us. Like, for example, there's a guy named Kyle Thompson who makes Metroidvanias by himself besides the music, which is done by his brother, and those come out every 2 years and they're great. Ooh. Did he put some examples of the titles of some of those games? It could be I've heard of some of them, but I don't know. The Metroidvania space is so bloated, it's honestly hard to keep track of like what's worth looking into and what's just kind of trying to copy something else. Like, you see a lot of games, you're like, okay, that one's clearly inspired by Hollow Knight, but is it good? Is it playing at something different? What's going on there? Or does it just make you want to go back and play Hollow Knight because it's not hitting right? So many indie games nowadays. So many. You look at, there's probably like 100, like every day there's probably like another 100 games that release at the very least. It's kind of insane. I mean, just look at like the Steam Next Fest demos and you'll just see so many games, and you notice trends in there too. Like, more recently, like, there's always been like the top-down Vampire Survivors-y, but before Vampire Survivors, like the top-down wave shooter thing. Then it became Vampire Survivors games. Now it's, let's take some other type of card game and Bellatrify it. That's been something more recently too, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's just inspiration. It's kind of neat. Like, I think there was like a Slot Machines Bellatrified one, and maybe like a Scrabble one too. Yeah, just on Steam it's like 50 or something daily, yeah. It's kind of crazy and understandable how things get lost in the noise. And also really cool when something just releases without much advertisement and then word of mouth spreads like wildfire and it becomes popular. Anyway. Don't want to derail the stream way too much. Cheshire's gonna be angry with us if we don't get him home.
Before them stood a large wolf. Its snow-white fur shone pale silver in the moonlight.
I think that's a Pokemon. I don't think that's a wolf.
Avalon Forest. The white wolf guide you.
I don't think we need to be... She already told us that we're looking for a white wolf. You don't have to remind us.
Cereza was captivated by the wolf. It seemed almost not of this world.
Hey! Wait!
I feel like that might be the fairy boy in disguise. Kind of like how in the Bayonetta games she can turn into a panther. Uh-oh. The bushes of no return. Aw, sounds cute. Crypt custodian, yard kitty. Yeah, no, I don't need to review the controls. We're good. New area found. We got wolf prints. Wolf tracks. Tracks left by the white wolf. Following them might help lead the way. Check nearby for more. Now we're playing Monster Hunter. Okay. Ooh. Ooh, we're getting all these in the area too. Yeah. Any things? Is there anything else over here? No. Follow the Blue Paw Road. Ooh, a blast cocktail. An umbran potion in a thorn-laced bottle. Use it to create a shockwave stunning all nearby enemies. Ooh, that sounds cool. I'll have to try to remember to use these things. Knowing me, I will forget in the middle of battle. Oh, there goes Cheshire.
The world before Cereza seemed to warp and bend. She blinked hard to no avail. Could this be a fairy trick? Cheshire was losing patience with his hesitant companion. Come on! We've still got that wolf to catch!
I'm getting ready. Just give me a second.
Ooh.
What is this?
As soon as she took a step inside, she felt as if the breath had frozen in her chest. All around her were sights strange and terrible, as if she had been dragged into a waking nightmare.
I'm fine. It takes more than this to scare me.
Oh, I can hop in here. What is going on here? I can't interact with that right now. Actually, I didn't test with Cheshire, but I doubt he can do something specific with that. Yeah.
How am I supposed to find my way in here?
Suddenly, Cereza's magic brace began to glow. What could it be?
Dispelling illusions. The distortion caused by fairies is full of illusions. Use your magic with ZL to dispel the illusions and see through their deceptions.
The light from the brace revealed things Cereza was unable to see before.
Does this brace have the power to dispel illusions?
Lots of different rhythm. Can I break these? No. Do anything with those. Odd.
There's something here.
Upon close inspection, there appeared to be distortions, as if the air itself had cracked. Equally confused, the girl and demon exchanged a glance. That wolf was just up ahead. Cheshire's indecision did not last long, but try as he might, he was unable to open the cracks any further.
Try using magic to open it? Come on! We have no idea what's lurking on the other side.
Cheshire's just like, break it!
Cheshire gave a mocking snort at Cereza's cowardice.
I am not making excuses! Alright, fine! Okay, Cereza. Just like you practiced.
Oh, wait. I feel like I didn't really use magic on it. Cheshire just went through it. Or maybe he went into my arms. It was
Once their eyes had adjusted to the brilliant light, what lay before them was a sight unlike anything either had seen before.
Ooh. A dungeon.
Cheshire, I have a feeling we're not in Avalon anymore.
Tirnanog. Tirnanog are the source of the fairies' illusions. They can be found spread throughout the forest. Find and destroy the core at the heart of the Tirnanog. Press plus to open the menu if you need to temporarily retreat. Oh. Tirnanog. I guess we could concoct, but I don't think we need to. We haven't had combat chance to actually use our new potion yet. Ooh. It's kind of giving me Breath of the Wild vibes a little bit. The blue magic.
Is this fairy treasure? They'd be hopping mad if I stole it. Cool.
Oh, he's got a gun! bogeys. Besides decimating enemies with his claws and fangs, Cheshire can counter their attacks as well. Press R with the right timing to have him counter incoming attacks. Enemies hit with the counter are temporarily stunned, but be warned, some attacks cannot be countered. Oh, that didn't quite get it. Hold on. Let's practice this. No, a little late on that one. Come on. I want to try countering you. I think he can't because we're not on the same level, so he's not gonna fire. Come on, buddy. That doesn't seem... I think I'm doing it way too late. I think he has to actually swipe at the attack. No, I think I'm just doing it way too late. It's not like Witch Time where you do it as the attack hits you. No, it was way too early. No, come here. No. Oh, wait, I'm pressing R. Yeah, wrong one. Okay, never mind. Pressing the wrong button. It's the two R's are confusing me when it's like ZL and ZR. It's weird to me. I'm still used to R1 and R2. A power imbued crystal in the shape of a crescent moon, typically only found in Inferno, can restore some magic energy. Okay. Oh, wait, I'm out of the range. Get some practice with the countering. Here we go.
Perfect.
I gotta get used to it now, because later on they're not gonna give me the opportunity to practice. Do this the other way around as well. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I haven't heard of those, but I'll have to look into them to see if they're for me. Okay, gotcha. Like, the water noise specifically makes me think the sound designer there was inspired by Breath of the Wild with that.
Cool.
Ooh, a heart container. I mean, a vitality petal. A small jewel shaped like a petal, formed from the very life essence of the forest. Collecting several is said to increase your vitality. Oh, I forgot to do my combined chat again. Forgetting about that. Okay, so not quite yet. Gotta get a few more. Oh, this is cool. Ooh. That was cool looking. I'm saving that one.
You're the boy from my dream.
Center of forest. Waiting. Help me. How?
Okay. I just need to follow the White Wolf, right?
Destroy 4 elemental cores.
Oh, this sounds like a great idea.
You can do it. Follow White Wolf.
The first elemental core.
They had returned from the strange world. The forest was just as they had left it, except not quite. It seemed that destroying the device at the core of that rift somehow disrupted the illusion, revealing the true path forward.
Ooh. Tirnanog complete. Working together, the two vanquished a Tirnanog in Jade Hill. Yet it seems there are other Tirnanog in this region. Okay, so those are going to be separate from the elemental cores.
They spotted the White Wolf. Without a moment's hesitation, the pair gave chase.
About a moment of hesitation. Definitely not. Okay, I'm gonna go see if I can do anything with that water that was down there. Because it definitely looked like something. I can't reach that.
Cheshire!
Hmm. Hmm. Maybe I have to unlock a new power. Oh, nope. Cheshire cannot switch. Cheshire cannot make it in the deep water. He will die. Gotcha. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Making sure. I'm pretty sure we can't reach that yet. I think we have to have something else for it.
Cheshire, over here!
Have to go get some sleep. Nice to meet you. Enjoy the game. Oh, thank you. I hope you have a good rest for the night. I know it is late for a lot of people. My schedule is usually just a bit later than most. Oh yeah, we definitely have to come back. Ah! Nope. Definitely have to come back once we have some more powers. Could be one of those kind of games. I probably won't try to get everything, because that's not usually my style. A lot of times that ends up... Trying to get everything takes a lot of the fun out of it for me. After a point, depending on the game, it just feels like a lot of extra work to backtrack. But we'll just see what I happen to get to. I do it while it's fun, and then I stop when it becomes a chore. Someone's left journal entries scattered throughout the forest. Pick up any you find of Elle and read them from the archive. Biologist Journal 1. At last, finally I've arrived. The realm of illusions, where souls may enter but never return. The elusive Avalon Forest. Almost no scientific records exist on the ecosystems inside this expansive region. Not something you get to walk into every day. I've no doubt I'll be uncovering some marvelous mysteries of Mother Nature. A place like this is every biologist's dream, and it's all mine for the taking. Yes, I'm sure that the university may be somewhat surprised that I simply up and left without a word, but, well, we can always worry about that later. Let's get right into some observations, shall we? The first thing I've noticed upon entering the forest is the absolutely massive size of its plant life. The forest soil must have an extraordinary amount of nutrients to produce such size and quantity. There are a few varieties of flower here that grow taller than myself. In particular, I've noticed that two use their buds in very unexpected ways. One for catching prey, which we've seen. The other for striking it. The latter walloped me right on the head, actually. Amazing! Currently, I've decided to name these two the Bud Eater and the Bud Beater. Oh boy. Oh, I'm excited to see what we discover next. Baby witching hours! How you doing, Eddie? Oh. Oh, we have like random encounter kind of things? Or not random, but like... Oh my god. Way bad timing there. I kind of wish we had like more of like a combo with Cheshire's attacks or something. Like we alternate a light and heavy or something. Boop, boop, boop. No, can't do that. It feels like we kind of just press a lot of R. I know that he has the counter thing, but... I guess that'd be too much if you're trying to stun with one character and then combo with the other. That's pretty. More ingredients I'm never gonna use.
A small glade of otherworldly beauty opened before Cereza. This dark forest held secrets yet. Cereza relaxed, ever so slightly.
This place, it's so beautiful. To think you'd find it in Avalon. It's too quiet for me. I prefer the ruckus of Inferno. That's cute. We have like our little like bench kind of moments. Ooh, okay. Grants temporary invincibility, increased speed casting Umbran Arts. Yeah, we'll just douse that whole bottle of syrup. Even if it tasted nice, it's like drinking a whole bottle of like maple syrup. I guess it's probably a small one, but still. What if it's medicinal? Hey, another sanctuary. The air tastes fantastic. I should be able to relax here. He's sleeping. Oh, already. Oh, Umbran Apprentice Diary 1. You are forbidden to enter that forest. Yeah, I know, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Besides, I'm already inside anyway, so no turning back now. I'm gonna do what I came here for. I suppose I may have rushed into things just a little bit. I probably should have brought more food and a few more essentials, but I can't start getting down on myself already. I'm from a long line of powerful witches. I'll be okay. I need to have more confidence in myself. The first thing I realized as I started exploring the forest is the importance of a place I set up. The importance of a place I can set up base and recuperate. Wait. Okay, the importance of having a place that I set up base and recuperate. You never know what will be waiting around the corner here, so I need to stay well rested and alert. Fortunately, there's plenty of wood around to build with, and even this weird red metal too. If I put a little time into it, I'm sure I can make a simple camping spot to hold me over for a while. Oh, I should probably find a cauldron for some concocting too. Oh, that Cheshire. He's just a little baby. Ooh. Ooh, I can temporarily give Cheshire unlimited magical energy to perform his skills. Ooh. I mean, I guess that's so he can, like, unlimitedly block and stuff. I don't really see a huge need for that. Oh, I got another one of those there. What is this? It's a cube. Can't do anything with that yet. I didn't actually save, but we're probably. Tyrannog. The Prison of Thorns. Bind and defeat all enemies. They can only be damaged while bound. Use Thornbind and defeat them all.
Cheshire, let's go!
Sorry, I should have counted that. Oh, oops. Oh, that's right, you can't damage them. Probably use my, if I use this, will that give me... I think I have to use it while I'm waiting. Oops, sorry, I got hit. Takes a long time to recover, my goodness.
Cool! Yes! Cool!
Those are really cool. And like sequence, ending sequence for those areas.
Oh.
Looks like there's a bunch of like extra paths as well, but we can't go down some of those. Ooh, we've cleared the ominous fog in this whole area. Points of interest are now marked. Oh, okay. I think a lot of these things are just going to respawn, so you don't ever run out of resources. Oh, hey. No! What was that? It was like a little tooth guy! Oh, darn it. I missed something. I think I was supposed to bind him. Is that on the map? No, I think he's just like a bonus.
We need a rest.
The Tyrannog menu's been unlocked. I can retry them for time trials. You can go back and collect any treasure you forgot. You can also challenge the time trials, racing for the fastest completion time. You receive rewards for your performance. Keep retrying them until you get everything. Oh. That one's actually a trial, so we can try that again. 45 seconds. I wonder if they expect you to use items for those. Clock begins when you cross the green line or at the start of battle. Reach the finish to earn a reward based on your clear time. You can also collect clocks which decrease your time, while any damage you take adds to it. Ooh. Okay. No, no. Oh wait. How do I... No. I went this way before, so maybe that opens up. What? Hello? Maybe I've already taken too long.
Come here.
I can't get that. Oh, so I need to get... Okay, okay, I see. I need to do this again once I have a power to deal with ice. So the extra retry ones have bonus loot that wasn't there before. That kind of makes me want to like not bother doing any of them until I have everything at the very end. I'll be honest. I recalled him back, I think, mid-toss. Oh, I pressed the button and it didn't. I thought there was something else. Was that it? No, there are two. What? I thought there was something else. Is it down? Oh, it's down. I can't recall him back from there, really? Are you kidding me? That's like not any taller than any other ledge. Oh. We've already taken way too long. We're supposed to be able to do that in 45 seconds? What?
Not bad.
How? I've never seen the gold but the platinum one. What? Maybe in the ice chest you get something that really decreases your time. Yeah, see, it's already too late. You must get something in there that decreases the time. It ain't a Bayonetta game if there isn't time trials. We haven't actually used any of these, so I don't really want to concoct them. Maybe this one? No, it uses a lot. Because even if we could do the combat like slightly faster there's just not enough time.
Let's take a break.
Oh! Okay, that was a trap. Now we know. Oh. Okay, he's like a little, crystal lizard kind of thing. Drops all the loot the more you hit him. Oh. Oh, he can do like a good summon attack as well.
Prepare yourselves!
Oh, we can get back. You can parry even on the overworld too, that's interesting. Spooky spider's nest. The donut. I want the donut. Okay, making sure. We can break this ahead of time. I feel bad. You can get pincered by that too. I don't even think he wants the donuts. Oh, we got shield boys now. Or, no, trap boys. We got cheese! Leprechaun. This is leprechauns. The leprechauns. Leprechauns. I don't really want to walk him there. He just stays in his little abode there. Like... The cartoon cheese like a Tom and Jerry. Well, we can't. The forbidden cheese, we cannot grab it. Guiding light. If lost, look to the guiding lights. They'll lead Cereza to a nearby sanctuary. gate there. We can't do anything with.
Come here!
Ooh.
Yes!
I love my star bits.
Those cheeky fairies! What's their problem?
It's because they know you're weak. Cheshire patronize Cereza.
There's not a lot of like hidden stuff in these, I'm noticing. Because they made it like they made it out like there's gonna be a lot of hidden platforms to use your power on, but there's only been one so far out of the 2 or 3 zones like this we've been in already. This one has a save point, that's suspicious. And it's called Calamity. That means that they're expecting us to use potions for this. I don't like those traps.
Cheshire, let's go! How about this? Prepare yourselves!
This seems like the optimal timing is you try to get them before they get flown away.
Perfect!
Flung away. You just snag them in the air. I would really like to see like a speed run of this game though. Like a GDQ kind of thing. That'd be really cool. 100% all trials run.
Cool!
I have to say, we've done like 3 of these in the past like 20 minutes already. Feels like it's a little too much too frequently. And also that retry list seemed like there's gonna be a lot of these. It's already feeling like it's a little... It's a little repetitive in that way. We're kind of doing something similar. And it feels like it's supposed to be a big sequence, but it's more like a Breath of the Wild shrine sort of situation. Ooh. Okay, well that's the only one in this area at least. So we're gonna get a little bit of a break from those. Where were we? I already forget where we came from because we just kind of ran away. I think we were over here. And we weren't following the wolf because exploration. You could have sworn there was a speedrun of this on GDQ, but I guess you're wrong. Because I could be wrong. I didn't keep up with the last marathon at all. So I think that would help give this game a much bigger audience as people see that it's like, you know, oh, there's this cute game, but also you can be like highly skilled at it if you like Bayonetta stuff. I'm sure there's a lot of Bayonetta fans who just forgot this game existed. Is this gonna lead me to a sanctuary I already know? Yeah, it's already the sanctuary now. I think that's there for if you get turned around, I guess. I haven't felt a need to use any of these potions yet. But I'm sure you need them for like the trials and stuff.
In a nearby grove, there was a place illuminated by moonlight.
Oops, sorry.
As she approached, the magic brace in Cereza's wrist began to glow.
So I have finally found you, Cereza.
Oopsies.
Morgana?
Cereza blinked in disbelief as the ghostly figure of her teacher appeared from within the moonlight.
Thank goodness you're safe. When I realized you'd gone to the forest, I was beside myself with worry. But really, Cereza, to enter the forest despite all my warnings. You even made off with my magic brace. Just what were you thinking?
Although this was only a projection of Morgana, her scolding somehow managed to be even more intimidating than the genuine article. Cereza could only hang her head.
Not a lot of speedrun activity in general, only 3 runs across 2 leaderboards. What are the times? Because I feel like given all the... Well, you can skip the cutscenes, but it also depends on how long the game is as well. But you could also see there being a speedrun category of just doing the replay trials as fast as possible as well. But it could also be that maybe that wouldn't be as interesting if there's just kind of a cap set on it. In a way, like, oh, well, feasibly you can only get about this far and that's about it, you know? Like the, you know, the platinum reward thing, you can't really go much beyond that, so maybe that would be why there would be like a category like that. Whereas exploring the environment, navigating there's a lot you could probably save on in there, exploring around.
I am looking forward to a thorough explanation once you're home safe. But I'm afraid escaping Avalon Forest will not be easy.
Morgana's expression was grave. She explained how the fairy's magic turned the forest into a labyrinthine trap, one in which Cereza was currently ensnared. This ancient enchantment was so strong, even Morgana herself could not easily break it.
For now, all I can do is support you from afar. I will begin researching ways out of the forest. You just find a safe place, and try to stay alive until I find a way to save you.
Don't worry, Morgana. Look! I was able to summon a demon of my very own.
Is that... You summoned a demon into your stuffed toy? Cereza... Well, it will have to do. If you are able to wield that demon, your chances of survival will increase greatly. This forest belongs to the fairies. However, if you search carefully, I am sure you will find objects that will help you develop your magic abilities.
What about these sparkly things? I've picked up a bunch of them since I've got here.
Yes, that crystalline structure is a stable source of magical energy. If you feed it to the demon, it may awaken some new powers.
That's probably what we need for some of the time travel stuff too.
The light of the moon began to wane. With it, Morgana's visage grew faint. It was as if the forest itself conspired to impede their plans.
Cereza, listen well. Demons are weapons which we witches wield, not friends to be cuddled. Remember to treat them as such.
The remaining moonlight faded, and Morgana disappeared. Cheshire was in a foul mood.
What was that? Morgana is my master, and I will not have you speak of her in that way. I feel bad for worrying her, but I don't get why she's so overprotective. I mean, I summoned a demon and everything.
Cereza wished that just once Morgana would tell her she did a good job. She had already forgotten Morgana's scolding.
She kind of forgot that she got trapped in a labyrinth maze of a forest.
Well, back to chasing the White Wolf. If we get that power, even Miss High and Mighty Morgana will sing our praises. Oh yeah! Those little sparkly things! She said they might help you grow stronger. I wonder what that means. What is this?
In one corner was a rock, polished to a shiny finish. This would make a good substitute for the mirror she used when training.
It's kind of fractured a bunch
Without
of
Morgana
places.
breathing down my neck, I might be able to get in some good practice. Worth a try.
Hey, we can learn new skills. Is this to the right or is it to the left? Cheshire learns skills by using Avalon drops, which are little star bits. Or, what is it? Conpeco? I think? Conpaito? Little candies. Move your cursor to the skill you'd like to learn. Oh, he's a little kitty. Wee, 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 wee. Charge Strike. Hold ZR to charge power, then release to have him perform a powerful pouncing attack. Okay, so this is where the complexity comes in. I was thinking that we weren't going to have like a skill tree, but rather like you complete an area, you get like a Zelda new power sort of thing. Okay. Well, it wants me to learn this one.
Here, have some.
Aww.
Whoa!
We just feed him candy. Yeah, depicting them as trees is really cute too. Alright. She learns by using the onyx roses, the red ones we've been picking up. Alright, lots of stuff. It's seemingly recommending this one. We don't have an egg for it. Multi-bind is cool. Okay, so we have absorption. Use Thornbind on an enemy to recover a little magic. So what is Cheshire's magic stuff? Is that's just his like counter and I guess certain other abilities? Increases the speed at which the cooldown gauge recovers. That one we definitely need. Oh my god. Increases the rate where you recover magic in hug mode. Oh, that's a thing. Okay. While casting Thornbind on an enemy, their movement will be slowed. Okay, so it slows them down mid-cast. She has a dodge roll. Alright. Hold more stuff. Okay, we definitely want this. For sure.
Does this work?
Oh, she does little dances. Not as cool as the Cheshire eating, though. Alright, we're gonna play a little more, but I really have to use the restroom again. I think I just drank too much water, so I will be right back. I'll run a tiny little ad break, just to prevent pop-ups for anybody tuning in, though. I probably will be streaming at the most, maybe another, like, hour, maybe, depending on when we find, like, a good stopping point. Alrighty. Oh, welcome back, everybody. I need to make sure I change that bot message because I wouldn't necessarily say the ads help support my content given how very, very little they give me. I need to change that. That's just like the default message that comes with the bot. Anyway. We can afford these. I don't know if I really need a dodge roll with her right now. Was that clicking the stack? I mean, I suppose at some point I'll need it, but I don't feel like I super need it right now. Slow. Okay, so these are things we already have. We have the Witch Pulse, Thornbind, the Quick Recast, which we just bought, and then Magic Share. Switch to Hug Mode in battle to gradually recover magic. Okay, so on Cheshire's side, Flush Punch. In Hug Mode, press ZR to have him jab the enemy, distracting them briefly. You just do a little wiggle. A little punchy punch. Oh, that's funny. What is the... I guess you do that if you're like stalling for magic or something against specific enemies. That's very funny. Demon Dodge. We can evade. I don't see a huge reason to have that if we have counter. But it's probably... Well, it's probably for the attacks that we cannot counter. Or if we're out of magic. This way, extend Cheshire with R in the direction of your movement to slightly increase your speed. Oh, well, there you go. Speedy. Speedrun tactics. Thick Skin increases vitality. He reverts to his stuffed form when his vitality is depleted. He's fine right now. We also have Chomp, which we need an egg for. Hold and release to unleash a charge strike near a weakened enemy to finish them off. That's going to be really useful. Bind combo. Unleash a charge strike after Cereza has bound an enemy to perform a powerful combo. That's a big one too. Let's just get this one for funsies, if I remember to use it. Very cheap.
Eat up!
I like how he hits the rock to be like, I'm full! What's this one? Sometimes they drop items when hit with the plushy punch. Oh, cute. Mirror these new attacks. I probably should get the dodge for both of them just so I have it. I'm sure we'll have plenty of points to do what we need.
Cheshire, here you go.
Dodge die. Press ZR while dodging to perform a dive attack. Ooh, that sounds fun.
Eat up!
That's probably enough for now.
Whoa!
How much is this one? 250. You know what? Screw it. I'm buying this one too.
Cheshire, here you go.
Probably not the smartest idea. I see a hidden journal entry back there, but we can't do anything with the water. I assume maybe we can like unfreeze stuff and then freeze stuff or something like that.
We need a rest.
I don't see a point in making any of these things right now. I need to actually use them and remember what they do. Let me see, what do they do again? That's a healing tonic. Armor syrup, temporarily invincibility, increased speed for recasting. That's what I was thinking. Good magic up. Demonic is he has unlimited magic to perform his skills. He's not invulnerable though. The blast is a shockwave. Okay, that's okay. I need to keep in mind how big that shockwave is.
there.
Bunny.
Oh, I'm exhausted.
%. Pretty sure we can't do anything with that, unfortunately. Ah! As mentioned in my last entry, most of the plant life in this forest is of spectacular size, yet recently I've come across certain varieties that seem stunted in their growth. I've kept a close eye on them the past few days, but they look as if they're in stasis. Despite the nutrient-rich soil here, there must be some kind of sustenance they're not receiving. I'm currently entertaining a theory that they may be an alien species that's yet to be fully assimilate with Avalon's environment. Oh, how I wish I could just ask them myself. But alas, I do not speak the language of plants. These past few days I found some curious specimens scattered across the forest floor, glimmering dark crimson petals. Some kind of sweetish candy? As for the petals, they're not from anything I readily recognize, but I suspect they could be from an onyx rose, an otherworldly flower said to be prized by fairies, who just happen to be rumored to live in Avalon. If so, perhaps the candy is also some snack of theirs? I can only hope that these findings may eventually lead me to an actual fairy. Oh, there's another path we could take. I think. No, we went on the side path already. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. Area up there, but I assume we can't access that yet. Gotta have the water stuff. Should have wiggled in his face a little. Pew, 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 pew. Actually, wait. Can I do that as baby little boy too? I can! I can just hit it with this. That's so convenient. So convenient. What is that? Did the fairies do this as well? They just developed portal laser beams. Like Nimue. Over there, yeah. Uh-oh. that's the thing she says in Bayonetta. Get out. Boing boing. What? Oh, did I get too far from him? I guess I did. Is that Jean? Interesting. Like a memory with Jean, maybe? Why does it sound like that? The grass is all wet and slippery. Nice. Oh, can I not go over there yet? I don't know if I can go over there yet. Unless it's back here. Oh, that's a shield one. Got a big ol' hook on it, though. Spriggan. Actually, wait, can I use Cheshire? I ruined it. There we go. Let's go back for a second.
Cheshire, over here!
I gotta be up there first. Okay. Yeah, I can't open that yet. Let's go break one of these. Rotation. Ooh. The flying cannon boy. Pixie horse.
Let's get him, Cheshire!
Tried to hit R1. Oops.
Prepare yourselves! Perfect!
Go! Gotta like our little kitty wheel. Oh, that's those. Oh, it's a slide. Gotcha. Would I... Going on it? Okay. So zoomed out, it was a little hard to tell how to get on top. I thought we were good after the first few missed. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay, a little too close still. Okay, gotcha. Gotta have plenty of leeway. Can you get hit by it? No, he can't. He's blocked. not jump over there? I think I have to go all the way to the top and then it goes back down. This is cool. I feel like it suddenly went into like a far more interesting kind of puzzle situation. Where do I have to go to get over there? Oh no, that's on the right side actually, not the left. I see that platform has the jagged edge on the left side. It's this one.
Cool!
Ooh. 50 of each, nice. I like how they had to give the wheel some spikes on it to make it more demon-y. Oh, scary. Flying enemies. Some flying enemies are very weak and be defeated with only a thorn bind. I feel like it's less defeated and more we just popped them so they couldn't move anymore. This must be like a respawn point. We get our magic far back. We get our magic back a lot quicker in the out of combat zone. Hey, we're very close. And that's another one down. Still wonder if we can go back and get that Jean crystal thing, but we might not have the ability to get it yet. There's other Tiernanog left. But there's at least one. Hey! I'm an Apprentice Diary too. In Avalon, no matter where you go, fairies are running the show. Those creepy pockets of fog here and there seem to be their work too. I think being in it makes them stronger too, because when I tried giving one a good wallop with a stick when I was in there, they didn't even flinch. That doesn't mean they got the best of me though. Hey, I'm an Umbra Witch after all. I used my magic to shine some light, and the fairies seemed to get scared and ran off. To be honest, it was dark and I was just trying to light up a path to see where I was going, but all's well that ends well. Now I know their weakness. I think I figured out how the fog works too. Inside I found a spot that looked like a big crack in the air itself. The fog was pouring out of that crack, no mistake. I'm sure if you checked out what's beyond that crack, you'll find the place that's causing all the fog. Not that I'm about to test that theory myself, I'm not that brave. Wait. That goes back around, but...
Come here!
Nice. Okay, we're full on some of those potions, so I need to try to use them when possible. Okay, I need to be able to grab those. Probably with Cheshire, I imagine, at some point. That's how I got it around here. Yeah, you'll never find yourself like lacking and stuff because the enemies will respawn. I'm curious, I can't. They showed off that spot and I can't get to it. Oh, I get that as well. But showed off that spot over here and I can't actually get to it. Weird. It's probably something where I'm supposed to have a tutorial for it before I actually am supposed to encounter it anyway.
Cool!
Nice. There's one of those too. We don't have the power to like dig, I assume is what that is. Yep. There we are. New sanctuary. We haven't gotten any eggs, so I don't think there's much of a point in looking at that for skills. There's a spot,
Cereza was surrounded by a crisp, refreshing scent coming from the trees. She could feel the whisper of a mysterious power, carried by the wind from further within.
I feel something up ahead. Wait, could that be? Let's check it out. Come on, get a move on. Such memorable lines, Cheshire.
Let's take a break.
I don't see a point in concocting anything at all, because we're probably gonna have our pockets full before before long. I need to start using some of these things in battles just to use them, so we'll get plenty of ingredients. I'm gonna go ahead, let's save over this one. And we'll save again over this one. Not that I think it really matters having multiple save slots. I mean, I guess they're technically probably different files, but I feel like if anything gets corrupted, it's gonna break the whole save folder anyway. Not that that's likely to happen, but you know, just in case. Well, actually,
I'm
let me go back here again.
exhausted.
I think that is a good screen to end it on, because it is almost 2:30 in the morning, and I was thinking in my head, I would wait until we did another Tirnanog or found another good break point to stop, and here we are. So thank you all for watching. I hope you're all enjoying this game. It seems like it's very much gone under the radar, but I'm glad to be showcasing it here on the channel. Hey, thank you, Eddie. Thank you for sticking around despite the the late hour. Bye. We're gonna go finish up some stuff and then try to go to sleep. Hopefully this time not falling asleep while watching something with my lamp on, because I think that usually lends to not as good sleep if I sleep with my lights on by accident. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you guys again tomorrow, hopefully. That's the plan anyway, where we're gonna keep continuing this game. I'm gonna try, in a way. My goal is to see if I can finish this before my days off are done, so that'll give me another 3 days or so to work on finishing this game. And I'm not in a rush or anything. It would just be, I don't know, it's kind of like a little mini goal. At least by the end of the week, I think I can finish this one, and then we can move on to Clair Obscure. But this is a borrowed library game, so I am technically on some sort of a time crunch in a way, though I don't think our video games, aside from the obvious Kirby's and Mario's and stuff, are put on hold very much, so I could probably just check it back in and check it back out. But yeah, I'm excited. Excited to keep playing. It's got a lot of cool stuff I wasn't expecting, like the combo kind of stuff it's starting to develop into. We just gotta unlock it, that's all. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you guys again next stream. Oh, good night to you too, Game Guide. Thank you for sticking around, and anybody else who happens to be lurking and watching in the background. Always appreciate you. Alright, have a good one, everybody.